If you've spent any time around firearms, self-defense, or just personal security circles, you've probably heard someone mention the Cooper color code. White, yellow, orange, red. Later on, they added black, but for the purpose of this discussion, I'm sticking to the original white, yellow, orange, red. Most people can name these colors. Very few can explain what they actually mean, which is a shame because the Cooper color code is one of the simplest and most useful concepts in personal safety. What is interesting is that it isn't really about firearms. It is about awareness. It's about understanding what is happening around you and how prepared your mind is to deal with it. Many people assume personal safety starts with equipment, a firearm, pepper spray, a knife, an alarm system. But before any of those things become useful, you first have to recognize that a problem exists, which is where the Cooper color code comes in. So let's start with white or condition white. You are distracted. Your attention is somewhere else. Maybe you're scrolling on your phone. Maybe you have your earphones in. Maybe you are daydreaming about work or winning the lotto or the rugby, your finances, what you're having for supper. Physically, you are present. Mentally, you are completely somewhere else. There's a time and a place for condition white. It's called sleeping. But when you're walking through, say, a parking lot, standing at an ATM, filling up your vehicle, moving through a busy public space, then condition white creates a problem. Because if something unexpected happens, you don't just have to decide what to do. You first have to realize that something is happening. That delay can be very significant. Most people who've been caught off guard by a crime can tell you the same thing afterward. I never saw it coming. Not because there were no warning signs, but because they simply weren't looking for them. That brings us to the next one, condition yellow. This is where the guy with who the concept originated, his surname was Cooper, believed that people should spend most of their waking lives. Now, before anybody imagines some paranoid survivalist type constantly scanning rooftops and staring suspiciously at strangers, that's not what condition yellow is. Condition yellow, and this is very important, it is a relaxed awareness. It's paying attention without becoming obsessed. You know who's around you. You notice changes in your environment. You identify exits when you enter a building. You take note of unusual behavior. You simply remain connected to what's happening around you. Think about driving. I love taking this back to driving because this is something that everybody does and everybody can associate with this. A good driver doesn't spend every second expecting a collision, but they remain aware of other vehicles, of road conditions, pedestrians, potential hazards. This is condition yellow. Calm, relaxed, and alert. And to be honest, if there is one lesson from the Cooper color code that you really can take away from this, it's this. You don't need to be more fearful. You don't need to be more observant. Awareness isn't fear. Awareness is simply paying attention to reality. So let's move to condition orange. Condition orange happens when something catches your attention. So you are observing in condition yellow, and then something catches your attention, person behaving strangely, maybe someone appears to be following you, maybe a group of individuals suddenly changes direction when they see you, maybe something just doesn't feel right. Notice, I didn't say that you've identified a threat. You've identified a concern. That difference is important in the context of this conversation. Condition orange is not panic, it's focus. You've essentially told yourself that person deserves my attention. You are gathering information. You are busy assessing, you're watching, and you're preparing options if the situation develops further. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming that self-defense starts when the attack starts. In reality, the best self-defense decisions often happen before anything criminal has occurred. You cross the street, you leave the area, get back in your vehicle, call someone, create distance. The earlier you recognize a potential problem, the more options you have available. And options are valuable because every option that avoids violence is usually a good option. Then we arrive at condition red: white, yellow, orange, red. This is the color people tend to focus on because it sounds so dramatic. But red doesn't automatically mean you are fighting. It means you've identified a threat and you've made a decision. You've moved beyond observation. You have moved into action. In simple terms, condition red is, if this happens, I will do that. If the person approaches me, I will leave. If they attempt to force entry, I will respond. If they move toward my family, I will intervene. The exact response depends on the situation. The important thing is that you've already made the decision before that critical moment arrives. Because under stress, time matters. The human brain doesn't suddenly become smarter when pressure increases. In fact, the opposite often happens. People become overwhelmed, they freeze, they hesitate, they struggle to process info. The Cooper Color Code helps to reduce that problem because it creates a progression. The person in white gets surprised. The person in yellow notices. The person in orange evaluates, and the person in red acts. Each stage buys you a little bit more time, a few more seconds, a few more options, and often that is all that's needed. What I particularly like about the Cooper Color Code is that it applies to far more than just personal security. Parents use it, security professionals, business owners, good leaders use it. It's basically a framework for paying attention to reality before reality forces itself upon you. And maybe that's the lesson. The Cooper Color Code isn't about living your life expecting danger around every corner. It's not about paranoia. It's not about fear. It's about awareness. Because awareness costs nothing. You won't even start to sweat. It requires no permit. It requires no special equipment, no extensive training course. But it may be one of the most valuable personal security tools you will ever possess. The world gives warning signs far more often than we think. The question is whether we're paying enough attention to see them. And that starts with something as simple as lifting your eyes from your phone and becoming aware of the world around you. Food for thought. Stay safe, stay aware, stay prepared.